What is up, guys? You got NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for December 6th. We've got some more class tweaks coming in from the global lab updates prior, some actually really cool events that I'm happy about. But the first thing up is the new anonymous Arsha server, which was talked about, I believe, in a late night talk a few weeks back. It's now been implemented on the other servers other than KR. So this Arsha server works the same as the other one, except that you don't know who anyone is, and you can attack guildmates. You can't group into platoons. You can group up, but you won't know who you're fighting unless they decide to talk in chat. Talking in chat will produce the name. So you just have anonymous adventurers on these servers all across. This doesn't take the place of the current Arsha server either, so there are now two of these functionally that exist, just an anonymous one and a not anonymous one. Hardened adventure, that's what they call them, not anonymous adventure, because lore reasons. So anyways, that is that. Let's check out the events that are going on. Pretty sweet ones. We've got Afuaru, who's been busy hoarding some loot. Afuaru can spawn, I believe, anywhere. I did have him spawn in Olakita this morning. And he can drop all sorts of enhancement materials and upgrades and stuff. Item collection scrolls are in there as well. A chance for 100 cron stones. I think I've only gotten memory fragments off of him personally so far, but you know, day one. We'll see how that goes, but pretty cool to see a little bonus there. You're going to notice kind of a theme of enhancing materials across the board, which makes sense with the new shoe release. A lot of people focusing on that. We do have the return of the AFK fishing event, and we've got the new gizzard shads, not to be confused with gizzard Chad that I used to go to college with. Very different guy. The gizzard shads, these are going to give you 3 million, or if you get the plump one, 30 million silver. So a bit of an upgrade from past AFK fishing events that we've seen. For the locations, it's the same that they have been across each of the major cities. So go for it. AFK fish it up. When I first saw this, before I checked the amounts on it, I was like, man, with the way silver works nowadays, they probably needed to increase it, and they did essentially, I think, triple it. The old ones were 1 and 5, or 1 mil and 10 mil, something like that. So definite increase. We're getting up there. The original iteration, the old koi fish, was 500k. So yeah, that's how it changes. And then if you're wondering, how could I get a hold of someone's sack? Well, I've got the answer for you. By logging in during the event period, you're going to get some rewards here, including someone's sack. So now's your chance to grab a hold. It's also got loyalties, item collection, increased scrolls, book of flora, and some dice, and then advice of Valks as well. If you're wondering what's inside someone's sack, because honestly, who isn't? It's more enhancement materials. So again, like I said, you're going to see a theme here of a ton of enhancement material event type things going on. And then who left this box behind? Well, it's someone's box, so it must have been whoever left someone's sack, lady friend. I don't know who named these or why they thought this was the way to go, or you know what, maybe it's just the way my brain works, whatever. Anyways, this is actually kind of a returning event. You're going to go to Finto Farm. You have to do a little one knowledge discovery of a new node that's there. Set up a worker on it, then you can see it here, Finto Farm Warehouse, and they're going to get you someone's box to pair with the sack, and guess what's in it? The exact same enhancing materials that are also in someone's sack. So there you go. Class changes, we have several tweaks here. I did already update these on, if you've been following along, some of the changes we've been doing on the spreadsheet that track each of the individual class updates. So what was implemented today was what was awarded here on the 11/24 Global Lab buffs. The same updates that were implemented then. So Awake Sork, Awake and Succession Musa, Succession Maywa, Awake and Succession Hash, Suck Striker, and Awaken Megu all received buffs today. Ones that are not yet implemented on live servers, these went on KR today, and then obviously went to Global Labs last Friday, so we should see these next week. That's going to be Awaken Nova damage buffs and Starfall cooldown reduction. And yes, I did say Awaken Nova getting more PvE damage buffs because it needed those for whatever reason. And then Awaken Kuno does get damage buffs and Half Moon / Smoother Transition. Just want to reiterate, these are done in the order that they're released on the Global Labs and then edited accordingly when they go live. These did all implement exactly the same way that they're put on the spreadsheet from Global Labs, so no changes were made here. And again, these are not yet live. We should see these next week, Awaken Kuno and Awakened Nova, because Nova really, really needed it. So if you want the nitty gritty on each of those, they're in that spreadsheet there. You can just click on the class you want to check out, and it's got a breakdown of all of the PvE changes since they started back in October and where they're at today with the most current revisions. Other updates, the Black Shrine getting further adjustments. This kind of coincides with some changes we saw last week. Some of the other bosses are getting, the way their attacks are dealing damage is being kind of changed. Less hits, more damage on others, and then a few other fixes and tweaks on some of the classes there as well. We have the Arena of Solaire practice match that you can now make as a custom match, which is pretty cool. They do note that for now there's not a spectator feature on it, but that they will have that in the future. Obviously, this is for getting together at guild events or larger events or whatever, where you want to queue up specific players. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of implementation to that over time. Little tweak to the Green Artisan, Green Thumb mini games, different things for different gathering. For the most part, it's kind of a longer length of time to collect them across the board and make some of them a little bit easier. Didn't think they were difficult already. Great Ocean. We have actually several things going on in the Ocean content, and rather than read this wall of text from the dev notes, I'll just kind of cover some of the finer points for what's going on. But we got decreased HP of the below monsters: Hikaru, Ocean Stalker, Young Candidum, Young Black Rust, Young Nine Shark, Young Hikaru, and Young Ocean Stalker. There were titles added for defeating certain ones a number of times, as well as for different titles for like Vel and Pirates and whatnot that have been added. They added a Young Sea Monster habitat to the northwest of Achilles' Eye. They now have diseased Hikaru that have drifted to the coast near Velia. Do not touch me. I don't want your diseases. I don't care if it's on someone's sack or not. They changed the completion rewards for some of the quests that you get by Ravakel at the Achilles' Eye to kind of get those a little more modernized. Karak upgrade materials can be obtained from daily Old Moon Gill's Young Candidum Hunter, also the Young Nine Shark Hunter, and the Black Rust Hunter as well. You can now accept some weekly quests for those from Ravakel to hopefully simplify where you're going to gather all of these things. Change the accumulated number of trade requirements for the appearance of the Brilliant Rock Salt Ingot and Brilliant Pearl Shard. Issued a new Aquila coin. The new one can be obtained through quests at the Achilles' Eye and can be exchanged for additional types of goods with fewer quantities on it. So the existing one, when you have 150 of those coins, you can accept the item exchange quest, daily smaller payment for Old Moon Guild 1 and 2. Now, when you have 50 new of the coins, you can exchange them for one item with the NPC. And then they give you a nice little chart there for the 50 Achilles coins. You can see some Tier of the Ocean, Seaweed, Stock, Moon, Scale, Plywood, etc., etc. Sailor XP was increased the amount that can be obtained based on the number of sailors boarded on the ship. We've got a handy-dandy chart to give you the exact percentages if you're interested in taking a look at that. And next up, we have some upgrades to the Old Moon Grand Prix. Not quite the Old Man Grand Prix. That's a very, very different one. A matching system has now been applied to the Old Moon Grand Prix. Previously, you had to wait until the minimum number of members had been filled after entering the Grand Prix racetrack. Now you can reduce the waiting time and participate easier by using the matching request. In addition, racehorses have now improved speed and control for a faster pace. The previous speed correction for lower rankings, which allowed racers to recover and make comebacks after early mistakes in the race, has been significantly reduced. With the addition of new weekly quests and an increase in the number of Grand Prix coin rewards, we've improved the system so that you can obtain more training-related items. I'll just give you kind of a brief example if you're trying to get your hands on, let's say, some of the mythical feathers for T10, since that item's fairly locked up to get a hold of. You now just need to hand over 20 Old Moon Grand Prix coins for each of those. You'll get some Royal Fern Roots with it as well, but 20, and you can do it 3 times in the week, 1, 2, and 3. So to get 60 of those coins, you could just get 4th to 10th place. You get 10 for every win, or for every 4th to 10th place that you get. You could just do that a few times and like actually be done 6 times on this and not even have to win. If you do win, you're getting 40 coins right out of it. So it's actually not too bad. Not that I'm going to do it because it's kind of whatever to me, but I'm sure tons of people will that are interested in getting those extra materials. Next up, we have, this is probably the most important update I've seen in a very long time. The Shellbell Wipeout outfit is now both in the marketplace and available if you have either other version of the Shellbell armor. That being the Shellbell or the Shellbell Shucked outfit. If you don't know what those are, you should. And if you do know, then I mean, you know. You can also exchange the previous Shellbell for the Shucked version as is, but you should just go for the Wipeout one personally. When you check it out, you'll see why. So that's now in the game and available to swap out. If you want to just pick it up, they do have it in the Pearl Shop for right now, where you can just buy the Wipeout version currently in game. Monster updates, we get the accuracy changes to Crypt of Resting Thoughts. So they reduced the evasion of the monsters there by 16.4%, and then increased the HP by 24%. They added additional monsters to certain spots there, and then just adjusted the placement accordingly. The idea here was to give more classes other than like Awakened Witch access by making the accuracy rate not as restrictive, so you can like build more AP rather than accuracy. This may be a nerf for some people, maybe like Awakened Witch, where you didn't care about the accuracy already because it's just absolutely broken how much extra accuracy you pick up through your skill buffs. And now they have more HP, so it's longer for you to kill. I don't know, I don't play a witch, but I could see some scenarios where some classes are experiencing that, and possible that the monsters are more difficult. But the idea here was just to make it more accessible to all classes, which I think is obviously a positive thing. They did have a fix for some issues with the mythical Pegasus, where it would just put its wings away and I guess fall. So that's been allegedly adjusted. Let me know if it actually was. Other than that, some issue fixes and updates, and I would just jump to the Pearl Shop, but just wanted to note one other change here that is not exactly minor. The black-robed man in Velia has quit the job of finding the location of online adventurers. So you're not going to be black-robing people anymore. They have removed it. I've heard rumors of it being on that way on some servers and not others, but I don't know if there's any truth to it. The only truth that I do know is it's not on ours. Pearl Shop update for this week. We have the diaper outfit making its return. If you want to pick that up, it's 1980 pearls for it. We've got Mr. Muscles coming through with 1980 pearls as well. The Shell Bell outfit wipeout version that we talked about, also on sale at 1980 pearls while it's available. I don't expect these to all stay, by the way. They're until December 27th. These just kind of come and go from time to time, so they're not always available. Shy doesn't get that one for obvious reasons, so they get the Conch Cherub outfit set instead. We've got a bunch of Calpheon Ball items and festive kickoffs, and there's some loyalty ones too. We'll get to at the bottom of the page here. But for 110 pearls, you can get 10 artisans, a 10% discount coupon, 10 memory fragments, and 160 stack. That is one purchase per family during the time there. We've got the premium value pack for the Calpheon Ball celebration. It's 2250 pearls to get the premium value pack, and it also has the Artisan's Blessing for 30 days. I haven't seen one of those in a while, but they're pretty nice to have if you need to pick up the value pack. Anyways, Glorious Shadad makes its return, 47 to 80 pearls to get that, along with 2 mystery outfit boxes and 2 RNG Snowy Winter Adventure boxes. And then if you just want to get the RNG boxes because they didn't give us enough last week, you got them. Mystery Adventure Box Bundle, 2060 pearls gets you Mystery Outfit Box and a Snowy Winter Adventure Box and a Mystical Cronstone Bundle. Riddle This Adventure Box, 3320 pearls. You're getting the theme here, same thing that they were shoving down us last week, a bunch of RNG boxes. Daily Cronstone Bundle is available. This looks not too shabby, actually. 170 pearls, you get 100 Cronstones and a Mystical Cronstone Bundle. Might be nice trying to get those Ator shoes up there fairly easily without downgrading. Like Elion's Tears times 20 is bundled up for 450 pearls, and it'll give you 5 blessings as a bonus. We've got the Calpheon Ball December Enhancement Pack at 1,700 pearls. It has 100 raw artisans, then a artisan bundle, 20 mem frags, 260 stacks, and 1 enhancement help kit, 2 Valk's Cry, 10 of those. And then we have the bigger version, the Enhancement Pack 2. 3,200 pearls, that's going to have 200 artisans, 2 artisan bundles, 40 memory fragments, 370 stacks, uncommon that we see 70s, but I'm about it. Enhancement help kit 3 and 20 Valk's Cries to go with it. The Calpheon Ball 1+1 Ghost Fee Pack is 1,650 pearls. As per usual, it gives you 1 + 1 is... You get it. Golden Hedgehog Pack, 1,200 pearls. You get the Hedgehog 11 large energy tonics, a 3-day Book of Old Moon, 3 Perfume of Sweetness, and 3 Verdure Draft. Newborn Crimson Dragon Pack makes its return. It's got a 20% discount on it, so it's 880 pearls, depending on the type that you want to get. The Dragon Pack 2 at the same setup, just the different types, and then there's some feed to go along with this. We get how it works. Then we have the loyalty ones. These are going to be implemented each day. So for instance, on the 6th for 100 loyalties, you can get high quality food box X3. And then the following day, you'll be able to pick up premium elixir box. Also, you're going to see these are all for 100 loyalties. Then we have a 7-day book of combat, then a 7-day book of life. Then we have rare courser training and 2 coursers aura. Then we have 2 of Laura's tea along with 1 stone tail windmeal. Then we have 50 stack along with a +4 inventory expansion. Then we have 10 item drop scrolls along with 3 Alion's Blessings. And then the next day we have 3 memory fragments with 3 artisans. And then on D1 we have a Choose Your Shikatu box along with an enhancement help kit level 2. On D-Day, I guess is what we're calling the Calpheon Ball Day. That's an interesting choice of words for that, but okay. 3-day Blessing of Old Moon pack and an Arcana of Fate box to go with it for your dice rolling. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.